Hi guys, it's cold, it's wet, and you're going to come along with me to fix this absolute baguette. So a couple of weeks ago, I very foolishly reversed this car into a lorry. In fact, have a look at this video of what happened. It's absolutely stuck. My dad has gone to have a lay down because he's too old or something like that. So I'm going to try open it while he's gone, see if I can. So what we need to do now simply is unclip the parcel shelf. Watch glass go everywhere. And it's simply going to be a case of removing these two bolts.
It's 4.
Pulling this out, pulling that out. And then we need to unclip this and unclip this. And then we should be able to remove the boot and get ready to put the new one on.
So there's some electrics going into the boot. What we need to do is remove this grommet here and then find out where the actual connector is so we can unplug that.
It's really important that you make sure you remember where you put your bolts. It's really frustrating afterwards if you can't remember where they are.
And there we have it. That's the wiring and the connectors that required me to remove all of these trim panels. So here we are, putting the new boot on. So what we're doing here is threading the bolts in by hand. We're doing it like this to make sure that we don't cross thread anything, to make sure that everything goes in nice and easy. And you can see we've got our supervisor with us now, making sure that we're doing a great job. And now we're just threading that boot wiring back in.
The glass pattern's slightly different because this is for an FM aerial, I think. So it's either from a newer car or an older car, or one without DAB.
So what we're doing now, we're removing the trim panel that's around the boot, so we can take the aerial wiring out and replace the bit of trunking that contains the washer jet line. We just need that. We don't need the wiring for the aerial because the car's got DAB and it's got an aerial on the roof. So once we've got rid of that, we can swap that part over from the other boot. Again, there's a lot of trim panels removed. So in this little box there's a FACRA connector that you just simply unclick. That connects to the wiring that's embedded within the glass and then goes into the car. This isn't needed, so we're just taking it off. So the spoiler was a bit of a pain to remove, and by this point it was starting to get dark. Many men my age pose with fish. I pose with spoilers and a bad hairdo. We're just threading through the hose for the washer jet for the rear screen here. The spoiler comes in two parts, this black bit that screws onto the boot and then the actual white part of the spoiler clicks into this. So we're just putting the screws in, getting this onto the car.
Right, so we've got the boot on. Admittedly, we've got some trim to do, but now not only is it cold and wet and raining, it's also dark. So we're going to shut it. We've got the spoiler on, it's looking good. We don't have a number plate, but we'll sort that out in a minute.